Listen, you guys knew I wasn't going to get through the week without saying Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And boy, I think I built the perfect deck to capture that famous moment, of course, from Doctor Strange, because much like Strange was stuck in a bit of a loop there with Dormammu, this is my game start deck, and every single time the game starts, we're getting stuck in a bit of a loop with all the various game start animations. Dormammu, the latest game start card, but this deck full of animations that trigger at the start of the game. Agamotto and Thanos and Arishem. We've got Hulkling and High Evo. Even stuff like Quicksilver kicks in with an animation at the start of the game. And that makes this like crazy fun and silly every time. But we've done this a few times before, and it's always surprising just how competitive this sort of deck can be. Because, of course, the Arishem Thanos core at the end of the day is still, going to build out kind of the foundation for a reasonably good deck. And then it's just about playing it from there. Now, you will note we're missing a game start card here. I tried this once with Agatha. I only made it 3 games because basically Agatha on turn 2 always killed the first step of the summoning ritual. It's basically impossible to destroy a card on turn 1 without like Death's Domain or whatever. So she would always just play this, and it was really just not very fun for Dormammu, who is the new card I wanted to spotlight. So we had to cut Agatha in this case to focus in on Dormammu instead. On that note, I did add a couple destroy cards here again just to make sure Dormammu had some love. But the rest of this is that classic game start core. And as I always do with this deck, I embarked on a single uninterrupted 10-game run. And you guys are going to see all 10 games in order in this video. And boy, I think you're going to like this one. This is yet another very special game start video, all thanks to our new friend, Dormammu. Have fun. All right, game number 1. We had to sacrifice Agatha, so we are missing 1 game start. Thanos, Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Quicksilver, normal cards. I feel like I didn't see all of them. I was zoning out. Okay, we did have, for real, we had to sacrifice Agatha, guys. She basically made it so that, ooh, Elysium. I could maybe wait to do all this, but I like drawing cards. She made it impossible to actually do Dormammu because she basically just always played Summoning Ritual on turn 2, and of course you can't really ever destroy a card by turn 2. Like technically Death's Domain or something could, I guess, but realistically, that never happens. So for the sake of Dormammu actually being a relevant card, we have decided to sacrifice Agatha in the game start world, which does honestly make my life a lot easier too because I don't have to worry about Agatha now. Images of Icon is the only bad. Well, no, I guess Summoning Ritual is also bad. There was a few bad pulls in the deck, but man, Cap or Hulkling would have been nice. Hulkling Blob in particular is just completely insane. Yeah, Cap here is certainly okay. We just go High Evo though because he's cheaper and we get a read on Otto's Lab, I guess, a little sooner. Yeah, is he opponent also Arishem, by the way? Like Invisible and King Eitri. Oh no, dude, I think there's legit Hammer deck. I saw like right now, Hammer deck is the best deck in the game. Like I legit saw it was the best deck, highest like cube rate data and stuff right now, which seemed completely crazy but awesome. Yeah, no, Hulkling's okay. Obviously still nothing destroyed here, so Ritual, we pretty much have to hit like Carnage or Venom early to make that relevant. 25 power Hulkling. Hit another Hulkling? Oh no, that's just showing Hulkling, I guess. Hit Reality Stone, Mockingbird, Uatu. No, maybe he did really hit a Hulkling. Oh my god. That's actually sick. I think Cap just goes mid, maybe with Agamotto. Let's just see what happens, right? Like, victory build, we expect to get pretty big thanks to Fire Hair, obviously. If we could somehow randomly find an Eliath, that would be sick. Quicken is big, but not bigger than... No, he's bigger than Cap, actually, yeah. I mean, I think I trust 16 here, and like technically this holds against Thor too for now. Like clearly there's risks of like miseries and stuff. They didn't have a chance to really draw the hammers very effectively. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, what an annoying set of plays, dude. Oh, they don't know how to read, neither do I. Neither of us knows how to read. Neither of us knows how to read. Soul Stone happened to be the only stone we hit. It's the one that mattered. Yes. What a game one. What a game one. We love to see it. Didn't get too many fun Dormammu stuff. We may only get like one Dormammu game this entire time, honestly, realistically. Oh god, this is really like Dormammu I've come to bargain, because everybody's held hostage every game. This endless loop of animations. It's pretty funny. Uatu and Quicksilver both. Ugh. Fogwells, Xandar, and Gamma Lab. We are really good at Gamma Lab, to be fair. I guess, do we just go for 4 here? I mean, if they have a Shang-Chi, like, you know, so be it. So be it. I think we just have to say, Shang-Chi's Shang-Chi. We may not get a 4th for the record. We'll see, I guess. A Venom would be cool, dude. Like, I'd love a Venom. I don't know why, but I'd love a... Oh, okay. Wins is pushing it back a little, at least. Can we get at least 1 card to play here? It's so likely to find a playable thing. Half our deck is stones. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. 3's good. A little bit of flexibility that way. Hornet doesn't go at all. That might indicate, indeed, they have a Shang-Chi. Agamotto does mean it's a little less likely to find tech cards. Sometimes they don't get run for that reason. Sometimes they do anyway. We got 6 here thanks to Cube. I mean, I guess you just go Blob, right? It's pretty good. Shang-Chi Summoning Ritual would be funny, but we could actually hard play the Dormammu for the record. Only 15. We had Doom, Sam, High Evo. Okay, it's not so bad. I mean, like, theoretically, Magneto's kind of more interesting, right? Like, particularly could mess up the Galacta, but I think they're going to play mid, right? I don't think it really messes up a Galacta. Sort of just want to play the big guy, dude. I don't know. This gives you Thanos Patriot to finish. Thanos Soulstone could beat Shang-Chi, maybe. That'd be cool. If they do Shang-Chi, like, we can go for a Summoning Ritual to buff Dormammu. That's only if they do it now, because we have priority, right? Venom doesn't help the Shang-Chi conversation. Venom Summoning Ritual, though, is really good, actually. Oh my god. No, that's insane. No, that's insane. It might still lose you left, but it just makes the Dormammu nuts. Dormammu goes to 23 that way. No, this is great. We're getting stronger well, mid, we're not really getting stronger, but we're so strong anyway, we don't care unless they Shang-Chi, and the Shang-Chi will be fine elsewhere. No, this is perfect, dude. Really, 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 I'm glad we played Dormammu over Magneto, man. We gave ourselves this cool out. Imagine the Shadow King here for some insanely random reason, right? You don't expect that to ever happen, but just imagine. 23 power Dormammu, absolutely worth it, dude. That's not big enough. Nice. That is almost big enough. Holy crap. And that is almost big enough again, but not quite. Dude, great win. Mosaic Facade on Twitch TV giving us some love, by the way. Let's return the favor and find Mosaic Facade on Twitch. Twitch Mosaic Facade. Yeah, here you go. Mosaic Facade on Twitch. They play a lot of stuff, dude. Here you go, guys. Go drop some love, man. Marvel Snap, Hades. Peak. That game looked fun. Oh, are we 2-0, by the way? Oh god. Oh, I had a previous version of the list with Agatha and it's merging my stats on Untapped. Oh no. Yeah. We're 2-0. We're 2-0. Great start, dude. 2-0. Nice. I tried Agatha and it didn't work. We had to abandon Agatha. I think I said this earlier, but this is game 3 with this version of the list, I think. The non-Agatha version, which is awesome. Summoning Ritual. Yeah, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, friend. Thanos. How many of these do they actually see? I'm trying to think about how many of these animations go off for the opponent versus just us. X23. It's pretty cool if we hit our Carnage or Venom. Astral Plane, by the way, and Lemuria. Okay. Would have been great if Sanctum was somewhere else. We could have got ahead of it more. I guess Yeah, this is fine. Sanctum, we don't realistically have a great way to access. Khazar no longer buffs shield. The Astral Plane's pretty good with everything in our hand, honestly, at the moment. Oh, X23 Carnage could be a great way to get there. Do we leave the winds in so we... Well, it's always a copy anyway, actually, right? So it doesn't matter. We should have energy to play winds later. Yeah, let's wait. Let's play Copycat on 3. Pull the copy. That's actually still totally fine. That's just gonna give me extra energy. Oh, bro, Venom ate the debuffed hood. That's kind of great. I love it. Okay, that's very fun. I guess we just go Khazar for now and then go Copycat Carnage next turn. If both Copycats roll right, you're a little distressed potentially, but that's not super likely. Dude, a Nihilus. Fun idea, but I guess we go ahead and play the summoning ritual in this case too. I will. Oh no, it's always highest power. Yeah, no, so we're gonna get the +5 on Dormammu. We are gonna have time to, like, we can obviously, you know, do the debuff next turn. Honestly, if we put our Copycat to -1, a Nihilus could send it over. Yeah. Depending on where it lands here, if it's got space for the Dormammu or whatever. Carnage eating those negative Venom stats back away. That's good for them. Still eating a lot of negative power there. Although turning into a demon does feel like it's kind of not wasted necessarily, but just doesn't, you know, feed back a ton, I guess. Okay, good. Not we got space right still. That's important. In fact, everybody's here. That means that's actually kind of decent for the third step of dude, at least. Wait, why didn't I get dude? Oh, wait, no, wait. Why didn't I get dude? Oh, it's X23, you idiot. Oh my god, I forgot. I am so stupid. I literally talked about this multiple times and then I forgot. Ah, man, I literally talked about this while making my Dormammu video, how it can't be X23 and Wolverine, and then I just forgot, dude. I was thinking like Copycat is, you know, like you just kind of think, oh, Copycat, that's fine. But it's still X23, you idiot. Oh my god. It doesn't look at the base card, it looks at like the, you know, it looks at what the text says, I guess, which is, it's true. Like there was no Copycat in the graveyard pool, so it does track. It does track. It's just a little sad, I guess. Yeah, no, I think Nihilus is just more numbers, right? This just feels like tiebreakers unless Wolverine goes left, and then you gotta win. So maybe it is still this, just in case Wolverine goes left, and then you have a better power distribution here. Like 16 still pretty good. Oh, they debuffed Copycat. I'm a genius. I'm so smart. I didn't even see it. That's how smart I am. And they missed their Wolverine because of that. And their location is full, so they missed Dormammu. Actual legendary plays of the Annihilus. Oh my god. I was so focused on my own Dormammu failing. I didn't even see the opportunity to screw up theirs. This is incredible, dude. I think we might have won on a tiebreaker anyway. I don't know how big their Dormammu was. It depends on Wolverine, I guess, right? Bro, we also could have, that Copycat could have got destroyed and gone left too, for the record, right? That's another angle. It could have gone left and lost them left with -1. Oh my god, dude. I didn't even see what was happening. That was so sick. I think we're 3-0, by the way. Amazing start, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to match my stats up. I think I went 1-2 with the Agatha version of this build, and I was like, clearly this is not going to be any fun for Dormammu, so I switched out Agatha for a couple destroyed cards. I took out like a Makari as well, I think. I'm trying to, this sometimes takes forever for Untap to load your stats. I think we're 3-0. Anyway, here's all the animations. Sokovia, yeah. Oh, Luke Cage could be relevant to them. Sasquatch actually pretty great. I mean, like Summoning Ritual, for instance, can just kind of like rip a Sasquatch Baxter building, and Wakandan. Yeah, let's keep this in hand. I think we'll have enough spare energy that the buff here is worth more than the tempo. Yeah, we're 3-0. Yeah. Baxter building. Okay. Bob and Quicksilver both interesting targets. Thinking a little bit about like, do I want to transform a Bob into, you know, like a Hulkling? This makes Sasquatch playable for 4 next turn, so we would just go ahead and play it right, and then I'd probably just go ahead and rip the icon already. You do worry a bit about Shang-Chi, of course, so maybe we'd wait a minute to see how committed we want to get there. No line for Summoning Ritual right now, it seems. Lockjaw deck, I just don't even know, man. What did they discard? They discarded a Luke Cage. So it might be a C2 Lockjaw. We would certainly not expect Shang-Chi in C2. So images would feel pretty darn safe in that case. Storm as well. Obviously C2, but Wakandan Embassy screws the C2 deck. Unless, of course, you swap out all your cards with Lockjaw. You only get 1 nowadays. Ah, they're just done. Dude, we're 4-0. We're freaking 4-0, dude. We're gonna go undefeated. This is where I proceed to lose the next 6 games. Actually insane, dude. Yeah, 4-0 is a monster start. Feels like, you know, it's ultimately, you know, it's Arishem, right? Like, you're not that surprised to win with Arishem ever. Even though we're running bad cards, though, we're still just getting there. That's always what feels so great about it. I've come to bargain. Fist bumps opponent. I guess they see a lot of these animations, don't they? Oh, they're being sweet. They gave me the Gambit, like, throwing up his hearts. He's throwing up a heart. He loves me. That's very nice. Bar Sinister. Okay, we definitely want to avoid that for later. I mean, White Hat Room, we can actually fill with, like, wins and Summoning Ritual without overcommitting, you know? Probably want to get a Sam down, though, too. Like, Sam mid is fine. You could do Sam right if you wanted to, like, do sneaky stuff in Bar Sinister, but I don't think we need to do sneaky stuff. I think we'll be okay. I want them to play a card here first so that I have wins. Sadly, they didn't again. Maybe we just go Morph Summoning Ritual then. I think that's also okay. Want to have Green Goblin, dude? Like, dude, they haven't played a card yet. There is a world where this kind of makes sense, right? Like, I don't know. I also have Shield, I guess I forgot. So we don't even need to... I can just wait a turn, I guess. Yeah, let's just wait a turn to move the Shield. I mean, I don't think Summoning Ritual is going to be valuable necessarily, but it might be. This still draws, right? Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Let's hit Wong and then draw 2. Bullseye. Oh. Bullseye discards cards, right? So yeah, Summoning Ritual actually does have value here. Magic Bullseye combo stuff now, though, is scary. Hit Monkey. Say what? Excuse me? Dude, I like really want to wins here because it's so funny, but I don't think it's correct. Does this deck have Shang-Chi? You don't run Bullseye and Shang-Chi together, do you? That just makes no sense to me. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just send that magic over there. I'm just going to wait a minute. I don't think Quinjet's worth the space. I think he's better in hand for Bullseye later. I need space because I really don't have a lot of space left, realistically. Just occupy 1 spot here. So they try to do like Bullseye shenanigans. They have less space. Oh, Bullseye does not go here though. Interesting. You don't even go here. Shield and then Icon here is pretty cool, but it is saying like, hey, I need a big card still to play in Sinister. Like I don't actually have a Sinister card, and I'm really not that good left still either. It just feels so weird to put the Dormammu there though, really, right? Like you really want it here, but unfortunately, like I don't think 3 Bullseyes makes any sense. It's just like Sam is not the best transform target is the takeaway. But I'm hoping to hit, you know, Thanos or Hulkling or Agamotto, somebody right basically to make this feel better. Thanos. Okay. Also Thanos can't be destroyed, which is cool. So we're not as worried about like Gambit stuff. Unless they Gambit the Soulstone first, I guess. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah, Thanos was actually the best draw on the deck, arguably. Just because Soulstone's already there, I think. So big Dormammu's mid. I mean, I don't know what the plan is here. Like, Hitmonkey could steal right, of course, you know, like there's definitely a chance to go crazy big Hitmonkeys here. I'm okay with that though, I think, because if Hitmonkey goes right, I don't know Well, I still gotta win left too, though, honestly. I don't know about this if I think about it. Also, how does Bullseye get value with Hitmonkey? I don't understand that either. Crap, I really don't have... Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know, man. I actually feel pretty exposed right now. I don't think left is any good. Maybe really Thanos needed to go left. Oh, they just... Dude, I don't even know. I don't know what was cooking. I don't know how you use both Hitmonkey and Bullseye together. There's something there's not tracking to me. I guess, like... Is there, like, hoods? Or, like, what's going in hand? I don't know. I feel like there's a loop missing here, like a Morgan turn or something, right? I feel like it needs a Morgan Le Fay down. Maybe they just missed Morgan. I don't know if I fist bumped or not. Dude, are we... 5-0, 6-0? What? I think we're 5-0. Worst case, we go dead even with this deck, which is pretty amazing. Worst case, and I think, you know, we should maybe win another one or two at least. I hope. We're gonna climb like crazy. Uatu. Beast. Isle of Silence. Okay, that means Sam's is currently able to be destroyed as soon as that pops up anyway, which actually could be relevant. You know, we do like destroying cards. Nico. Okay, Nico add to hand. Bar Sinister. Ooh, let's just wait on the Quicksilver. I don't see a point on that right now. This is not double, it's +2 power. Oh, Havoc is very cool, but I don't think correct. Timbo Strange or just wait? I like the idea of maybe putting a big guy in Bar Sinister and then pulling it out. Let's just wait. We're just gonna maybe go high Evo right next turn. I think that's fine. We don't get a better play anyway. The 4/7's okay. Demon Transform is actually pretty great. Pretty good for Quicksilver. I do sort of want to play Temporal Manipulation this turn, though. Is the thing. I don't think you can turn this into a demon, right? It's still... I think it still banishes itself. But if I do this, I want to play... Well, I don't actually have to play the Agamotto next turn, but if I go for Feast, I can play Agamotto Quicksilver and then turn the Quicksilver into the demon. So this is fine. This works out pretty well. Even more with this. Oh, Wolfsbane does see this card, but still a little early on the Wolfsbane. They hit the rocket, sadly. I love that they're actually playing Wolfsbane, though, dude. I think she makes sense. Like, you know, as a Sage alternative that's, like, maybe sometimes technically a little more reliable, depending on the meta. Sometimes if your opponent doesn't have a lot of cards, you know, Wolfsbane might actually be bigger than Sage. Sometimes Sage might only be, like, 6 or 8, and Wolfsbane's 8 anyway, so it just depends on the timing and stuff, you know. Yeah, so let's go demon. I guess, do we just rip the Agamotto here? Like I said, I can actually pull one out so that I still have some flexibility. That puts 3 Agamottos, an Agamotto, and a demon. We're locked in here, I guess, if I do this. Alternatively, we're locked in right, though, so it's like, what's the difference? Oh, no, we're not locked in. No, we have one spot. What am I saying? I don't know why I'm counting. Demon and Quicksilver occupy the same space. Oh, bro, there's that Sage we were talking about. I mean, it's getting bounced, so they don't care. But, yeah, just not a lot of upside on the Sage right now. Big Toxin, though. Again, 1,000,000 energy this turn. I don't know what we're going to do with all of it. So, like, a Hitmonkey could definitely still beat Agamotto's left. Like, to be clear, you know, 13's not exactly... unassailable. I don't, you know, if I found a Hulkling that was a blob or something. Oh, it moves 2, you idiot. It doesn't just move 1. Okay, I was wrong. I am locked in. It's so big now, though, that I, again, don't hate it. It's actually kind of okay again. And it makes Rocket worse. What is happening with the fast forwarding, by the way? Why is that going on? What is going on? Havoc here is just 8 each. It's not really good enough. I mean, it's fine to play, but why don't I have a Sunspot right now, dude? This Feast energy. God, I went from being really happy to really sad because I feel like Hitmonkey is going to own me now. I thought we were in a pretty good spot. Maybe we should have just played Havoc last turn. We had so much excess energy, like it would have been fine. Instead of Strange. Then you have the Strange surprise factor too, but I just don't have anything to put left. Like, you know, maybe I add 14 power there and go to 40, but a 10 power Hitmonkey is like incredibly easy for them. That Bast, didn't that just debuff like they just debuff the Wolfsbane? The Sage, I guess, still got a little bigger. Oh my good God, dude, we are so cooked. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to us. The absolute worst thing. Oh. I guess we're gonna trust high evo. I don't know, dude. They only got one spot there. So if like the big card goes there, like Sage is actually not that big because there's already 2 4s, 2 2s. Wolfsbane is 8. No, she's 3 plus 6 is 9. So she goes to 17. Wolfsbane does beat us by 1. No, Havoc wins that. No, never mind. Havoc beats that. So can they beat both mid and Sage? Oh no, Sage beats us by 1, but the Rockets don't beat us. Rockets too small. Is Hitmonkey big enough mid? Oh God, need 21, bro. No way. Oh, actually, Rockets are big enough. I'm dumb. They each get bigger. They're 11s. Oh no, we're dead. We lose. No! 1 point off right, dude. If they had swapped the Wolfsbanes and the Sage, we would have won. I think I don't know, dude. Like maybe playing Havoc a turn earlier, number one, because we didn't really have to Strange when we did. Just drawing bet like any dude, like you know, Wolf's. By the way, high evo left also would have tied. I think we would have won a tiebreaker, right? Yeah, we would have won a tiebreaker. So that was another path, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There was ways to win this game. I don't know that what we did is wrong ever. Like it was totally fine, I guess, but definitely paths out of this that were different, and any better draw saves us too. Like so that puts us at 5-1, I think. 5-1 it looks like. Trying to keep track here of all the wins. I don't know if you guys notice when I do these 10-game runs, probably no one ever even thinks about this or cares, but just to try to help prove their legitimacy, I always include the ranks at the end of one game and the next one, like the snap points and stuff, because it would be like impossible to edit between that, you know, like if something went wrong and I tried to like hide it, you know, you'd have to match up the snap points exactly and stuff. It would just basically literally be impossible. Wakandan Embassy and Lemuria. We're gonna have 3 energy next turn anyway, thanks to Superflow. So let's just, well, I guess it doesn't matter if we're gonna Carnage the Quicksilver regardless. Yeah. Oh, well, no, it does matter for Summoning Ritual. No, let's just wait. If there's another 1-drop that I drew, it would be a little bit worse technically because I could play 2 for the Carnage, I think. But ultimately, still probably fine. Not worried about a mill deck necessarily here. We got lots of cards. Lots of cards. Don't draw 1-drop. Nice. So we can go ahead and do the Summoning Ritual now. We don't currently have good cards to destroy, you know. We're just kind of hoping for like stones or fodder or whatever. The Quicksilver makes a pretty decently sized Dormammu already, thanks to Wakandan. So here, I guess we just steal from, I mean, mid's fine, whatever. So most dudes right now. We do have priorities. Ooh, that delays the Dormammu timing a little bit. Yeah, I have time, right, to find, like, this is not revealing for a minute anyway, so no reason to play an on-reveal card necessarily right now. Let's maybe let them get some more stuff. I don't know. Like, bolts is fine. We also don't have to bolts yet necessarily. Ooh, this is good. We can put this here for the, yeah, I like that. Yeah, next turn I will have Destroy. I can put Space Stone. That costs 3, that's 4. We're gonna have 6 energy. I won't be able to play bolts next turn. So if I do want to play a bolts, it needs to happen now, but I'm like floating so much energy anyway. I will say, I guess one difference is, oh no, this only draws Thanos now, not a card. Yeah, I think maybe bolts just isn't happening, right? Like it doesn't really help because we'd be floating so much energy anyway. It's like, the net energy gain. Like, it could technically matter, but I kind of know what I want to play next turn, right? If I somehow got a cheap token... No, I'm gonna have 7 next turn. I can play bolts. No, I'm fine. No, this is actually perfect. No, I forgot about Superflow and Arishem both together. No, this is actually dreamy. We could also just do this now. Nope, I can't do that. If I want to play bolts, I have to go like this. Do I want to play bolts, I guess, is the question. It just depends on what you top deck, right? Like, if you top deck something big, it's definitely worth it. There's no question it's worth it. If you top deck something small, it might kind of be a waste, and you'd be better off with, like, Loki Space Stone Summoning Ritual, right? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Let's draw something big and make it easy. I mean, we're in a decent spot anyway, right? Like, we have a good Dormammu mid. He's pretty giant. We have solid power right, and it's not even all exposed to Shang-Chi either, so we're, like, a little safer there. Goose and... Oh, Cassandra is a monster, though, dude. That is so gross. That really opens up their vision as well. Big card. Oh, no. Captain Marvel. Well, if they move vision out, actually, this can just win, right? And it's safe to do it too, because if we need it to flex elsewhere, it can also flex elsewhere. So, like, they go down to 23, we go up to 25. So that would be fine. I think we're chilling, yeah. Unless that's like a Doctor Doom or something. I think even Copycat beats Doctor Doom, right? They go to 13 to 14. Oh, leader is sick, but not enough to win. Nice. Copycat was the perfect draw. I guess we did probably end up floating a little energy, right? Because I think we had like 11 or something this turn. No, we had 12, and we only played 10. But yeah, no, Copycat was enough. That was sort of perfect. Yeah, dude, nice, good win. I think we're 6-1. 6-1. Insane. You can't go wrong here. Even if we lose out, 6 wins is a major victory for a fairly random deck, right? Remembered I forgot to do something. Crap, I need to do this right now. I'm so sorry, guys. I forgot to do a thing, and I need to do it now, or it's not done. I'm already too late, but I need to do it. Thankfully, I have 5 minutes to do it, because it takes 5 freaking minutes for these animations to go off. Literally have all the time in the world I'd ever need. That's super funny. Hellfire Club and Quantum Tunnel. Well, let's go ahead and get the Quicksilver in here, dude. That's fine. Rhino. Okay. Yeah. It's actually just worse than Rhino now. Rhino's now a 2/5. So kind of worse. But it might be like a... I don't even know, a C5 deck maybe? I wanted to maybe do Ancient One C5, but you guys just don't love Cerebro videos enough. It's like just not your guys' vibe, to be honest. Yeah, let's just see what these turn into. Yeah, we have some potential nice home runs in the deck. So if it's a C5 deck, I mean, Quantum Tunnel's fine for them. Hellfire Club's probably fine for them as well. I mean, like Titania maybe, but that seems not likely. And Vibranium Mines is probably also just totally fine for them. Reality Stone. Oh, I'm kind of sad, man. I don't really want these stones necessarily here. Ah, definitely like C5, yeah. Give any disruption to that? Can I give them a big card? Can I... Oh, well, Monster Metropolis is actually very disruptive for that, I guess, isn't it? Yeah. Venom here is pretty great for summoning ritual, for the record. Yeah, we get a Reality Stone. In the... we have time to finish it, too, for the record, yeah. And the steel in particular... If I hit it on multiple things, could make them way weaker, because those will become 4 power, right? That's way weaker. So they basically then have problems in Metropolis, and they have problems in Hellfire Club, because I'm going to be able to debuff them mid. Miss Marvel notably does still add a fair bit of power. So Venom should always be the biggest card here. Well, I guess that changes once Cerebro connects, though, doesn't it? I guess, yeah. I have priority, so I don't really think I need the... Like, do I need the Arishem or not, man? Or excuse me, the Dormammu. I can't really... I'd have to do it over here anyway. I can't destroy Sam's shield, and I can't play these here. It's very annoying. Let's draw first, I guess, before we put in the rest of the garbage. I want to wait on this to get as many cards as I can over there, right? Like, that's my thought process right now. I might need more help here, too, because I'm hoping to debuff mid, because I think they can't really reliably play anything right. Like, if they play a card right, even with Cerebro, it just breaks their deck, right? Like, I guess they could put the Cerebro there, but Cerebro and Mystique both don't get you the Miss Marvel, at least. I think we'd always be fine. So I'm just hoping that Summoning Ritual gives me what I need mid. Oh, Luke Cage, though, dude. Oh, Summoning Ritual's gone now, yeah. Well, now I'm sad that I didn't go for Dormammu, dude. Shoot. Well, now I'm sad I didn't go for Dormammu. Also, it costs 1, you idiot. It costs 1, you absolute goon. This just doesn't, it just doesn't do anything. It just makes me worse. It doesn't hurt them at all with loot. I needed to do it pre, well, no, it doesn't even matter if you do it pre-Luke. It doesn't matter. No, I don't think we're gonna get there, guys. I don't know. I don't know how big they can really get, though. Like, where does their power go here? Do I even really want Thanos, I guess, is another question. Like, they put the Ant-Man there, so it feels like they're gonna have at least a Miss Marvel. So, like, I don't know, Cerebro right and Miss Marvel and Mystique left, I guess? I don't know. They didn't have it. The ancient one also, like, has no play for the Tau, you know, like, there's nothing good there. I don't know, just tough locations for Cerebro deck, maybe. This one's kind of hard. Summoning Ritual, they dodged that at least. It was a cool out. Dude, we are 7-1. This game didn't feel great, I'm gonna be honest. Didn't feel great, but we're 7-1. It's worst case 70% win rate, dude. Crazy. Crazy run. What did we start at for rank? I think it was over 8,000, right? We've climbed 1,000 ranks, maybe. I'll have to. You guys can go back and see, but crazy run. Hope I'm recording. Yes, I'm. Always a nightmare when you think, oh God, am I recording? The microphone working? Everything look okay? Yeah. Monster Metropolis, Brooklyn Bridge, and Nowhere. Okay. Oh, Brooklyn Bridge. Clearly not active yet, so no problem. We do have good Venom plays here. Venom Titania in particular is pretty sweet, actually. It's kind of something you want to do at the same time, though. So maybe we go, yeah, maybe we just go like Joaquin into Titanium Venom next turn with the Summoning Ritual behind it. Titania, I think if she's the biggest too, that might lock in the stats. I don't know how that works. Joaquin also giving us priority is cool. Okay. Yeah, this is going really well so far. Psylocke makes you nervous though about it, like, oh, that's a powerful card. Makes you maybe a little nervous about like Mr. Negative. Most people don't really run Psylocke as much anymore as I've seen. I feel like there's way more like Ravonna stuff mostly now, but I think we eat 10 here, right? The locked in Titania stats are amazing. Yeah, we're up to 16. Beautiful, dude. Titania also now, I will say we don't really have a good spot to like destroy stuff for the next ritual step, right? Like I don't want to destroy the Venom, obviously. I also just like maybe don't even play this to be truthful. I can technically still go next turn, but I'd have to draw something very small. And it's going to be really hard to not say, hey, just play a Hulkling, you know? Like, boy, Hulkling just makes more sense to me. I guess if I'm going to do the on reveal, it needs to happen over here, maybe. I kind of wish Hulkling were left, though, so he's less exposed. That said, it doesn't really feel like a deck that's going to have, like, Shang-Chi or whatever. It seems like not a risk. Yeah, so, like, we could go here and then do this, but I can't play the Destroy card here if I go that route. And if you go mid, it sucks, right? You don't want to do that either. So I think you just don't do Dormammu. I think it's fine. This is still ultimately pretty great. And we're still actually spending all of our energy as well, which is great. So we can even come back mid with like Thanos and stuff. Blink is very, very good. Magneto denied by Nowhere. yeah, Thanos is just better, right? Like this is, oh well, no, this is 13, so no, Thanos is not better, but maybe for that reason Thanos goes here. This at least ties mid. I mean, if you really trusted right, you could do Icon. It is technically more power, but they get that Hulk to 13, so I don't really like that. I think you just do this. I think Hulkling basically always holds, and then, you know, I think Thanos should hold left as well typically. They did do exactly the right thing to beat that Quicksilver line, which is funny, but yeah, we just won elsewhere, so it didn't really matter. Bros, we are 8-1. 8-1. What did I start at with rank? Dude, the 80% worst case is an insane run. Thank God I took Agatha out of this deck. That was not the way to go, dude. Dormammu is like not really proving useful much, of course, which you would expect. We barely have any support, but he's still kicked in a few moments, you know. Final game. Can we get the 90% win rate? By the way, our lost game was, I think, a very winnable game for the record. Not that it was wrong, just winnable. Like, it feels like, oh my God, dude. Nexus is not usually great for us. Sauron is basically unplayable until the final turn. I'm just thinking, like, am I better off turning off Elysium? Because I don't really have an expensive hand right now. I think we're better off turning off Elysium. Kiln is not really going to matter if Nexus matters, right? Like, Nexus is going to be the important spot there. Let's just wait. Let's turn off Elysium, guys. I think it's right. The question is, do we just play these for free? I mean, in theory, it's probably a bit better to put these together, but you also do need power in Kiln. This is a little better if you draw like a Carnage for the summoning ritual. There's just, well, it's not necessarily better. I don't know. It's funny, they don't know this is Nexus yet, right? Like, we know this is Nexus, so like they're gonna know by the time it matters, sort of, right? But it's just kind of funny that they just have no clue. Prodigy Storm is kind of funny. You take a reroll on this. It's like, this Sauron though, dude, is gonna cook me. What if I draw an Iron Man? What if I draw a Red Skull? I don't have any way to put power in Nexus right now is the issue. It feels to me like Prodigy could just be way better later, and I think Sauron is just not worth the risk, right? I think we're just gonna say, hey, let's just win this with Nexus. Let's find like an Iron Man or whatever, like we said, and then Prodigy the Iron Man, you know? There's ways to make this Prodigy potentially much, much bigger. I'm sad to say, though, I feel like unless we draw something insane right now, our hand is just one of the worst hands we've ever had in this deck. This is the reality. This is what happens, right? I mean, I have to. I just, there's nothing to do here. It's just not right. Moon Girl. Okay, some crazy Moon Girl discard stuff. Abomination. He is high evoed, which is amazing. Like, that doesn't usually happen, but it's not going to be enough numbers here to win. 7 energy next turn. I can play all of these. I'm going to play Black Knight because, like, I don't know. I think we're just losing. I don't know. I think it's impossible to win this game right now. I'll say Bullseye doesn't really affect power right all that much. You know what I mean? Like, it affects a lot of power over here that's not maybe going to matter. Oh, dude, I forgot playing the Black Knight stops my Silver Surfer, though, from being double Surfer. This is the worst hand. Yeah, it's wrong to play Black Knight. My thought was if I draw, like, a 6-cost card, right, I can play the 6-cost and a Sauron, and I would never get the Black Knight opportunity. So if you hit, like, a Hulkling or a Thanos, you know, it kind of makes sense. But for the hand we had, playing Black Knight does stop this specifically, so... I mean, there is just 0 chance that 8 power here holds. I even have priority, so Bullseye unfortunately hits the Prodigy and the Surfer, which is even worse. This is the most anticlimactic ending I've ever seen, dude. It's so bad. We had such a fun game until this. And this is just the most anticlimactic garbage ending. They're gonna win by 1 million. I don't know that we ever beat this anyway, right? This is a chill like 32 coming out of these Dakins, I guess, right? Total, I mean. And then Bullseye is -8, so you know it was never gonna be close. So probably no chance to beat this unless we do like a Cosmo or something. Maybe we could have won. The worst ending to the sickest run though, still an 8-2 run. I suspect we gained close to 1,000 ranks if we'd retreated smartly instead of taking that cube hit too. We might have gotten even better. I don't know where we started though, because I'd have to go back and watch the video. But an insane 8-2 run with the game start Dormammu deck.